Hi everybody, it's Alan here. I'm just going to run through a quick vinyl finds video. Most of these I've found on my travels, a few have been online. Anyway, this may be the last one I do of these because, yeah, whatever. Alright, just beforehand I'm going to do a couple of ECLTs. This was sent to me by Robert Sounds Strange. This is the Woods Band. It's an original on a Greenwich label, Greenwich Gramophone, 1971. Terry and Gay Woods, of course. He showed this a few months ago in a video and I commented it. It's one of mine, the records I've really been looking for. I'm not using the grail word, but you know what I mean. He kindly sent it to me. I've sent him a number of parcels with classical records in over the last few months and a few surprises. And he kindly sent me this plus a selection of jazz CDs because jazz does not feature highly in my collection. And I really appreciate it and say thank you for that, Rob. Here's a copy of A Primal Scream. This is also VCLT. Give Out But Don't Give Up, the original Memphis recordings. This came from John, the 6-inch pianist. I sent him a couple of records recently and he insisted on sending me something back. I'm going to be honest, although I liked the beginning of this album, I thought this is going to be really good. I like the sound of it. And it's tailed off a bit here for me. He did say you have to give it maybe a couple of listens. Now, everyone knows Primal Scream and they've done all sorts of different kind of music in their past, but there's a real soul element to this and Rolling Stonesy sort of sound. And of course our Ardent Studios, so it's going to be a soul mix. Now, it's good, it's not doing it for me. It's almost a little bit like Soul by Numbers. You know, you can almost tell what's going to happen when the horns are coming in, when the vocals are coming in, and it's a little bit like it's almost like put together in a jigsaw for me. I mean, maybe it's just my ears. For the first half, fantastic. Really like, wow, I thought this is really good. Maybe I just need to give the second half a listen and be a little bit more open-minded. He also sent me this, Resurrection. This is a Johnny Trunk compilation, which is what Johnny Trunk does. This is a compilation of Christian sort of folk and psychedelia and acid sort of sounding music. There's a couple of clunkers on here, but there are 16 tracks in all, and most of them are very good and quite interesting, and it's definitely something I will play again. He also sent me Idle Race single, Skeleton Out of a Closet, which I didn't have and I've added to my psychedelic collection, so thank you very much indeed, John. Appreciate it. Here's a copy of Terry Riley's In C, an original French. Now, I don't need to say anything about this lovely sounding minimal masterpiece. This was a nice find. The Lounge Lizards, 1981 I believe, on Editions label. What do they sound like? To me they sound like a magic band, a late period magic band. Really excellent music, highly angular, sort of jazz. Arto Lindsay is on here, who's a very well-known guitar player. He does a lot of off-the-wall avant-garde stuff and very talented indeed. Excellent album and I highly recommend seeking that out. They are the business, they really are the business. Classic stuff, great album. Here's a copy of Farewell Older Baron. It's been seen many times on the VC. Because it's got a psychedelic cover, people think it's a psychedelic album. It's not. It's a sort of baroque sound to it. There's some sort of ancient quality to this. Um, Something which is a little bit out there. Now, I don't think this is a 5-star album. I think it's a 3.5. There's a couple of tracks near the end of side one that are just hard going for my ears. Kicks off really well, has a fantastic feel, and I like her vocals a little bit different. And the arrangements and instrumentation is very unusual. It's a great album, and I think it's worth having, but I don't think it's a 5-star album. But all the same, it's, if you come across it, definitely add it to your collection, because the excellent tracks outweigh the 1 or 2 toughers. Penderecki's works, double vinyl on Naxos, with just the lamest information ever inside. But here you can see with the pieces of music on here, Threnody, Cosmogonia, these are all, I'm not going to say minimal, although they're kind of, you might call them that. There's a lot going on in this. These are really dark, deep, brooding pieces of music. Highly recommended. Classical composer, of course. This is avant-garde, modern composition. Polymorphia, anaclasses, fluorescences, Tren, intermezzo and cosmogonia. And this is a beautiful sounding pressing. Absolutely beautiful. Naxos. Talking about a beautiful sounding record, Bill Withers' Just As I Am. This is in stunning condition as well. And you can see the lineup of tracks there. Anyone who's heard this will say, what a great, great record this is. This has class from start to finish. It's just sheer quality. The production, the mix, the instruments, everything's played really well. There's a huge amount of space in the sound, and these vocals are wonderful, beautiful to listen to. This isn't cloying. This is kind of almost like the street kind of soul. I mean, it's hard to define, but real quality. Not a bad song on it. Superbly produced. I think here's Booker T. Jones. Lovely album. Highly recommended. This is Belle Gonzalez, 1972. A rare record on EMI Columbia. Now, when I first put the first couple of tracks on, I thought, oh, a bit singer-songwritery, female singer-songwriter, here we go again. But actually this grows on you, and there's some pieces on here that are quite acid, folk, psychedelic, a little bit Linda Perhacs, parallelograms on side 2, Old Man Cried, Sun Dreams, really nice tracks. There's a song here called Michael, Might as well have stayed. Lovely songs. And although 1 or 2 sound a little bit middle of the road, this is definitely worth a listen. And if you ever see it, pick that up. Okay. Another stunning find, Blue Phantom Distortions, an original on Kaleidoscope. First press 1972 UK. I believe it was 1971 in Italy it was released. It was released by the producer of a record company who thought he'd try his hand at psychedelic rock, and I think it's the first psychedelic rock album, Italian psychedelic rock album as such, and it is mind-blowingly good. The track titles Metamorphosis, Microchaos, Compression, Distillation, Violence, etc. gives you a sort of hint of what's in here. This is heavy psychedelic rock, all instrumental. The only duffer is the last track. It's quite a weak song to end on, really. But this, again, is quite a rare record, and anyone who's into library music and soundtracks and things knows about this album. And every site collector should have this. People who know soundtrack and library music would also know this. This was a very nice find on the travels. It's Jean-Claude Vanier in Solitude, or L'Enfant Assassin de Mouche, which is the child kills bees. Now this has, again, it's got all sorts of things on here. Psychedelia, sort of soundtrack kind of stuff. There's everything on here. This actually is a 2005 reissue in pristine condition, and it's difficult to get good. And here's the insert. Wonderful, wonderful record. This is really held in high esteem by anyone who's heard this. It has a bit of everything on it. Rock. There's some gentler pieces on here. I don't really know what to say about it. It's unique, really. And if anyone knows Jean-Claude Vanier and his composing, you probably already know this album. It does have notes by Serge Gainsbourg, and there's a touch of that in a couple of the pieces, definitely. But this guy stands alone, and this album is incredible. And the original is worth hundreds and hundreds of pounds. And why? Because it's good. A couple more. Here is an original mono, first press, UK, Traffic's Mr. Fantasy. An amazing find, and it's in unplayed condition. Let me just bring the record, the label. Now, I'm not the biggest Traffic fan. I think some of her albums, in fact most of her albums, are a little bit patchy. There's always one or two you think, oh, kind of cheesy numbers. That's probably just me, it's an opinion of course, but yeah, a lovely, lovely find. Superb stuff. As I say, not perfect, but when the other songs are as good as they are, you can excuse the imperfections. A couple more. This was a nice find. Trance by Chris and Cozy from Throbbing Gristle, of course, the Creative Technology Institute. This is a wonderful synthesizer, electronic music, and they really knew what they were doing. He's very well known, of course, for his synth work and his electronic music. This is exceptional. Cowboys in Cuba is a fantastic opening piece. The Gates of Ancient Cities, Until, Re-Education through Labour. Wonderful pieces of music. There's a couple of weaker moments, like on most albums, but the exceptional moments are truly exceptional, and quite arresting when you first hear them, and definitely worth listening to. It's not ethereal synth music, you know, like a lot of electronics. I think it's kind of easy to do a warbly background kind of sound. Let's hold that note for about 10 minutes and then change to another one. This is good. This has got rhythm, it's got muscularity, which is what I like. Here is David Pritchard, Nocturnal Earthworm Stew. Now, this was recorded in '77. It features Nash for Slash, which I did actually buy another of his albums. I haven't got it here to show. Let's have a look at what it says here. It's a glorious experiment in electronic music, capturing vitality and early curiosity of the 1970s. Serious headphone music made under the influence of Stockhausen, Cage, Ornette Coleman, Stravinsky, Zappa, Weather Report, Charles Ives and others. It's got various kind of sounds on here: fan sound, violin, cello, dulcimer, the ARP 2600, EMS, AKS synthesizers. It's got all sorts on here. Chris Cole, John Coltrane 68, gave me a link after I made a comment on one of his to this, and this is fabulous. Yes, this is sealed, but I also bought the CD. This is currently for sale. An American company I got this from for £4. I think it was less than that actually. I think it's like $4 or something ridiculous. It's a double with one-sided second disc with extra bonus tracks. This is excellent and well worth seeking out. Okay, that's a lot. I could do more. You know, you can see some stuff in the background I picked up here and there. There's all sorts of bits and pieces. But anyway, that's it. I'll probably see you all again soon. Considering an acid folk video, there's quite a lot of things involved in that. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you're all good. See ya. Bye.